Let me show you how to do another painted border. This time, I already have the background extended for us again. I'm going to create a new blank layer and I'm going to fill that blank layer with white. And I'm going to add a layer mask. And now I'm going to paint on that layer mask with black. And I can paint at full opacity or lesser opacity. So let's start up here at 100% to begin with. I'm going to make this big. I'm just going to click once. So I'm starting to bring the image through. One of the things I want to do is I want to think about how to handle the edges. Do I really want those edges to be defined like this? Well, I may. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. I'm going to pull the opacity down. I'm going to hit X on my keyboard. I'm going to take some of it off. So I'm going to create more texture in here. I make this smaller. I'm like going to try to hide a little bit more of that. Right there. And then I'll add some of him back. Okay, so that's looking kind of interesting. We can always come in here, command click on the image and add another border as well. So this can go on and on. We can add borders, we can add text. So I'm going to add a stroke, edit, stroke. And this time it's going to be really tiny, 2 pixels. I need to pick black. Remember, black is an RGB of 000. And we'll hit OK. Command D. Now it's a really fine line around there. Matter of fact, I want it to appear even less, so I'm going to lower the opacity. Just want a hint of something containing that. Yeah, see how minimal it is? That's looking really great. I'm going to do something a little different here too as well. I'm going to add a circle. And I'm holding the shift key so I'm getting an exact circle. And I'm going to put it right here. It's wanting to jump for us. Right there. I'm going to add another new layer and I'm going to go edit stroke again, and this time I'm going to add it as a 5 pixel stroke. Command D. Okay, that's really heavy, so we're going to lower the opacity of it. We just want a hint of this. That was a little bit too little of a hint. As a matter of fact, now that I'm seeing that, I want to bring this up a little bit as well, and I'll bring this one down a little bit. Matter of fact, I might even bring it down below the layer mask here. So there's no right and wrong. We can play with this in a lot of different ways. So I think I'm liking how it's focusing us in on that statue. So this is looking kind of interesting. So I've got this painted border, I've got traditional stroked borders, and I think I'm going to even add some text. And I'm going to do that right here. And it's going to be Larry. There we are, we're centered. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Now, what's really cool also is this layer right here is affecting everything below it. So it's also affecting the name. So I'm going to come over here and click on the layer mask part of this. I'm going to grab the brush. I'm going to make it smaller. And I want to make sure I can see the bottom of that Y. So this is another way to make a border. And it's more than a border, it's a whole effect for the image. But for this exercise, we're going to call it a border. It looks a lot like what we could do in the darkroom if we were doing painted emulsions. So play with all the different brushes, play with your aesthetics, see what you can come up with.